better off would you be if you knew what tools are best for event planning success? Hey there everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you 5 essential tools that I feel are key to having a successful and smooth running event. These are things that I always use, always revert back to, no matter what type of event that I am doing. And these are great tools for anyone that wants to DIY their event or take it into their own hands and make it work best for them using their existing resources and other things that they have in their existing space. So, number 1, if you know me and you have watched my videos in the past, you know that I am a big advocate for having a planner. My planner type of choice is a hardback planner, and here it is right in here. It's a Create planner. And since I am a graphic designer, even though it's not limited to just graphic designers, but me having a graphic designer brain and an event planner passion, it helps me stay organized so much. It allows me to track time that I'm spending doing X, Y, Z thing. It has places where I can sketch things out, make thumbnails. It has calendars. It has areas where I could just write out my plans. It's really great. It even has towards the back grid paper where if you need to measure something out and then scale it down so you can get a better visual, it has that. It is great. I love it. I use it all of the time. To me, a planner is basically a home for all of your ideas, your concepts, your inspirations. You can keep track of your budget, your guest list, your to-do list, things like that. Everything that you need as far as resources and knowing what to do and where you're going, I highly recommend getting a planner just so you can go back to and make sure that you're covering all of your bases pretty much. Next, have some adhesives. And this is not limited to just glue, but it also includes tape. And know what type of adhesive you need for what sort of substrate. So, for instance, E6000, I love this because it gives a nice and firm hold. It's industrial strength, and it lasts for a long time. I particularly like to use E6000 on things that I do need that extra hold on, like glass work. When I'm creating things out of individual pieces of glass, E6000 really helps with that. But, you know, just like I said, keep the glue specific to what you need it for. So you might need wood glue, you might need super glue, nail glue. As far as tape, you might need electrical tape to hold down some wires. You might need masking tape, painter's tape if you're going to paint, things like that. So again, have your glue, have your tape, have your adhesives in case you need to fix something or wrap something, things like that. Next on the list, I like to keep X-Acto knives. I like X-Acto knives because they're very precise. The blade itself is really sharp, so please be careful. But yeah, I like using X-Acto knives if I need to cut out paper or something with very fine details. I would not recommend an X-Acto knife to cut out fabric or anything really thick, but papers like invitations, or if you have a certain piece of decor that's really fine and you have to get into one of those small nooks and crannies, an X-Acto knife is going to be your best friend. Also, you may need scissors for something larger, like fabric or like a thicker stock. If you have something really thick like cardboard or chipboard or foam core, then you may need to opt for like a box cutter knife. And with your X-Acto knives or anything that you use in a cut, make sure that you have a cutting board. I like a self-healing cutting board, which basically means that when you cut into it, it won't leave a mark. It'll basically fill itself back up, so it's still usable and it'll last a long time. Next on the list, a ruler or measuring tape. So I love this one. It's lightweight, as you can see. It has this little hook that a lot of times when I'm working, I hook onto my belt loop or I hook onto my purse or whatever bag I have with me. This one is 100 feet. And the way it works is that you just pull the lever out and you reel out how much that you need And then in order to lock it back into place, you just move this lever down into this locking position, which is over here. And then you can just take whatever measurements, and when you're done, you take this arm and just reel it back in like so and put it away. That's awesome, right? I love this. This was gifted to me by my mom shortly after I told her that I wanted to do event planning, and it was my passion. So she gave me this, and I love it, love it, love it. And it just really helps to know how big of a space you're working in, how big is the furniture you're using, how big that centerpiece might be, things like that. You need to know the space that you are working in and how much space you have to work in to make sure that everything is going to work out and contribute to the overall flow of your party. Last but not least, a steamer. Now, I love this steamer because it's handheld. It's very ergonomic, so it doesn't hurt if you're holding it for a long time, at least not to me. And with steamers, they allow you to knock out wrinkles in your fabric, so like table covers or chair covers, or even like a delicate piece of clothing or drapery, things like that. It allows you to knock out those wrinkles without worrying about if you're going to burn and ruin the fabric, if you're going to make a harsh crease, or if you're going to leave any sort of mark. So I would highly recommend you getting a steamer. You don't have to get this one. They do have more professional grade ones that are more expensive, but they give off more steam, and you know, they may work a little bit quicker. But since I do not work with fabrics exclusively or very, very often, I would just opt for a personal use steamer. So that is it for my 5 essential tools, and I hope all of this helped. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and feel free to download a free copy of my event planning checklist that I will list in the description bar below. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon.